Hello there everybody, this is Lane and Happy New Year! I hope you will have a very exciting 2024 and so do I. Hopefully I am the same too, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is I'm going to be comparing two Luigi plushes. One is the official one from Sine and the other one is a bootleg. So basically the whole story was that my brother, he knew that I was looking for the Luigi's Mansion 2 plushes from Sine, including the Scared Luigi, which is probably my favorite in the set. And so he found an eBay listing that actually had a picture of this. It wasn't a stock image or anything, but it was an in-hand picture of this Luigi. And he wanted to give it to me for Christmas. But when it arrived, it looked like a bootleg, or at least, like my brother kind of thought. He wasn't so sure about it. He wasn't so sure if it was fake or not, but he did knew that it was different from the official image. So yeah, so I opened it for Christmas, and I could immediately tell, that it was a fake, because I've seen many images of the official plush and everything. But it was sort of a blessing in disguise, because now this video exists. So, for anyone who plans on getting the Luigi's Mansion 2 Scared Luigi plush, which is the only plush in that set to be faked. Because in case you don't know what I'm talking about, Sine released a set of plushes around the time Luigi's Mansion 2 came out for the 3DS. It's gonna get a remake on the Switch soon, and they made like 3 plushes in the set. This one, which is like the Luigi's Mansion, in that iconic scaring pose. He has his Poltergust 5000, and then the other one was just Luigi again, with the Poltergust, but he's in like a regular. He has a regular face expression. He's not scared or anything. And then the last one is Polterpup. But the Scared Luigi is the only one that has been faked. And yeah, the stitching got accidentally ripped. That was not intentional, because I opened him up, because like he was bagged. So when I opened him up, and the thread was already loose, so it was really easy for me to rip out that seam, even though it was never my intention. That just, goes to show you how low quality, this fake plush kind of is. Eventually I did find the official one off of Mercari. I got him for a decent price. And so yeah, so basically I'm going to be comparing both these plushes, sort of as like a buyer beware type situation. So let's start off with the paper tags. This is the US plush from Little Buddy. So Little Buddy touch tags, they're a little longer. It says copyright 2014, has the little Sine logo over there. Okay, so what's interesting is that if you were to get the Japanese versions of these plushes, they say Luigi's Mansion 2. But on the US Little Buddy releases, they just say Luigi's Mansion. And yeah, there's a Little Buddy logo. And yeah, and this plush is still being made. You can actually still get this on like Amazon for 25 bucks. And then yeah, this is the bootleg. It was paper tag was already damaged, but let's look at the Tush tag first. It's trying to be based off of the official Super Mario series paper tags and everything. Notice how there's no mention of Sine. Oh yeah, and okay, so the original releases of these fakes did try to replicate the Luigi's Mansion 2 paper tag and everything. But nowadays, they have this generic Super Mario paper tag. But it's not official though, because you could see it's all in Japanese text. The official ones just have like the English Super Mario title. And the fact that actually has a link to Sine's Japanese website is kind of embarrassing, because it's like they're taking the blame off of a crappy product that they didn't even make. So yeah, so basically if you have a Luigi's Mansion Scared Luigi plush that has this paper tag or this tush tag, it's 100% fake. If you want them to get, if you want to find a listing of this plush, that's actually, that you'll know is 100% official, get the US Little Buddy release, since bootleggers never fake, like they never try to fake like the US releases, tush tags and paper tags and everything. And so yeah. Let's look at the Poltergust 5000, because yeah, you can definitely tell they're very different. Especially let's talk about the wheels first, because yeah, let's take a closer look at those wheels. They're iron-on. The gray is iron-on, and yeah, they're very. I mean, they're very well sewn on. Some of the detail. This is made of a shiny material, and this is made of like a darker. This is a darker orange, and this is like the strobe light. And the light is also made of a shiny material. Whereas the fake one, you can tell that the oranges are a much brighter color, and they're much lower quality. They feel very, warped. This is not even shiny. Neither is the light. It's just traditional felt. Oh yeah, and the wheels are probably the worst part. Like, they're not sewn on properly. They're very loose and everything. In fact, like this one, like you could tell that, this one isn't even like fully stuffed. And honestly, they feel like I could just easily like rip it apart. Like, I'm just gonna do it right now. Okay, I guess they are kind of sewn on decently well, but they're still very low quality regardless. They're not that well sewn as on the official one. So yeah, so if the green light or the flashlight, if they're not made of a glossy material, it's fake. Also, there are no beans in this plush. On the fake, to be more specific, because like Sine, they always put beans onto like either like the butt, which this one has, or on the feet, which, okay. He doesn't have any beads in the feet, but he does have beads on the butt, and this one does not. So if you can't feel any beads so if you do have this and you cannot feel the beads on his butt, it's fake. Also, you could definitely tell, because like the color of the, because like this is, because like Sine's Luigi plushes, they're based off of like his modern 3D design from like, Mario Party 4 onwards. So his overalls are like a much darker color than Mario's. They're like indigo colored. However, the fake, they seem to have like used the type of blue color that they would normally use on Mario. So his overalls are a much lighter color than they should be. So if the overalls on your Luigi matches this color as opposed to this darker color, it's fake. Also, I'm gonna give you a close-up on the buttons. Honestly, the buttons are like poorly glued on. Like, you could see some of like the leftover glue, a little like a black fuzz on it. You could definitely tell, that there wasn't a lot of thought and care, into, the buttons and everything. If it looks like this, it's probably fake. For comparison, here's what the official buttons look like. It looks a lot cleaner. And yeah, let's talk about, okay. I'd say if I'm gonna give the bootleg any credit, is that my issue with this particular Luigi plush is that sometimes you can barely see his face, you know, because his... I mean, Sine oftentimes they make the noses like way too big. I mean, Luigi is supposed to have like a big round nose, but I feel like here they made it a little too big. It should look like this, but it just shoots a lot more outwards. You can barely see his eyes and everything. I'll show you the embroidery of it. I feel like that's one of the only things that I feel like the bootleggers got it right, is that I feel like the way they pattern his face, his nose is not quite as big enough, so you know you can actually see his face a lot better. I think that's kind of the only thing I'll have to give the bootleg credit for. Here's the embroidery on this one. This one actually isn't all too bad, honestly. I'll do so yeah, so here's a quick comparison between the embroidery. I mean, the official one definitely looks better, but the bootleg's eyes and eyebrows, they're not too bad. And you could definitely see that the sideburns aren't quite as long as on the official one. Also the bootleg's skin color feels so pale. I'm comparing them to the official one. And here's a look at the teeth. They look pretty much identical. Though I definitely do feel like the embroidery on the official one is higher quality. The hands... I mean, the hands are... the hands look pretty identical, if I'm gonna be honest. I definitely feel... It definitely looks nicer on the official one. Obviously. Oh yeah, Luigi's hair. This one sticks out more. The official one doesn't stick out as much. And yeah, it's kind of interesting how the... Yeah, because like most Sine plushes of Mario and Luigi, they often have like their hats like folded down. You can barely see their eyebrows. But this Scared Luigi plush actually, you know, does a better job, you know, having the brim hold in place. Same goes for the official one too. The official one also does a good job, you know, of keeping the brim up as well. Let's look at the hats. You can definitely clearly see this one, you know, just looks pretty cheap. It looks a little too small. The official one definitely looks a lot better, you know, because it's been sewn on and everything. Here's what the emblem looks like. Let's look at the bootleg one first. It's actually not too bad. It's a little, I mean, the green is a little muted. I mean, Luigi's colors on the fake in general looks a bit muted. This one definitely looks a lot better. And on the back, here's what the back looks like. You could definitely tell, you know, there's like a little poke on the official one. The fake one doesn't have that, or it's not that super noticeable. Also, another thing for the official one is that Sine always puts stuffing onto the hats, or at least, you know, like they've been doing it since like the Super Mario Galaxy plushes or the Super Mario series sets. But on the bootleg, you know, there's no stuffing on the bootleg's hat. You know, it just like you know, crumbles and everything. You know, sort of like the Mario Party 5 plushes and everything. If you feel like the hat on your Luigi plush is not stuffed, then it's fake. You have a fake. Also, if the stitching on the hands is easy to like rip apart, it's also fake as well. And so yeah. But the Poltergust itself, I mean, it's very low quality, but I mean, for what they were going for, it's not too bad. I mean, you could probably, you know, take it off, you know, and put it on like any character. You could definitely tell this is fake just by the mustache alone. I can't believe I forgot to talk about the mustache. Idiot butthole me. But yeah, you could definitely tell it's sort of like those old Pasquale plushes where like they would they would have like a piece of felt that's sewn onto it, you know, and they have like a lot of fluff on it. You can see, you know, some of the brown fluff is starting to come off. Another example would probably be like those mustaches, you know, that you stick on your face. It kind of reminds me of that type of material as well. So yeah, the mustache looks very flat and a little too fuzzy. The official one, Sine always sculpts Luigi's mustache. It's a piece of plush that they, you know, that they sew onto the nose. So you could definitely tell that, you know, if the plush, if the mustache, you know, is actually, you know, full 3D, I mean, it's official. So yeah, so where was I? Oh yeah, I know some people do buy fakes, you know, because they can't afford the official ones, and they probably, you know, want something that's like the next best thing. But this is definitely not the next best thing. It's not that great. The official one, I mean, you could still get for a really great price. If you could find it for like $20 to $30, I definitely highly would recommend getting this plush then. I think $20 to $30 is kind of what I think this plush is worth. Because it's a really nice plush, or at least the official one is. And like, it's definitely one of my favorite Luigi plushes because it just shows off a lot of personality that I feel like some Luigi plushes kind of lack. And so yeah, so I hope you learned something from this video. Buyer beware. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed to the channel, make sure to ring the notification bell so you won't miss out on any videos that I produce. I'll see you real soon. Same Luigi time, same Luigi channel.